Peace, grand rising, kings and queens, grand rising, grand rising. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, I'm jumping right in it right now. I'm going right in right now. No wasting, no times, no time. First, I got to ask you to please like, share, subscribe, and donate to this channel, please. Okay. So, first off, let me tell you what happens with me. I don't go and look at other people's stuff unless it's something that that I want to do, I want to see, or I support some of the people that support me. So if they have channels, of course I subscribe to their channels. I go watch their videos and everything. So yesterday, two videos were sent to me. Now you might wonder why I didn't go on yesterday, because I told you guys, what the status is with this channel, and so I didn't see anything in the Cash App, so I did not go on. But today, I'm going on regardless. I'm going on regardless because what I saw, the videos that they showed me, the reason why they sent it to me, because it's straight up, it's just straight up real. Okay, so the first video I saw was Charlie Rock's video. Okay, so not only did he, now you guys can tell me if I'm saying, not saying the truth, if I'm lying. In Charlie Rock's video, he said about the timing of dancing on beat. Out of all the Charlie Rock's videos, go back to his first video, he never said anything about dancing on beat. That's a fact. All right. That's a fact. He said it because of me, because what I've said, my videos. He had nothing ever said anything about the beat. Charlie Rock. Go look at his videos. Go look at it in the past. Go look at how many times I said it on my videos. Okay. So that's a fact. Number two thing that he said, listen to the timeline now that he said that he first was introduced to hip hop. Okay, and listen to the timeline. Okay, so I'm not gonna go ahead and go off and all of that on him, but just listen, and it just shows me that back in the when he did was commenting on me and stuff like that. Look exactly now what he's doing. He's using exactly what I said to now do interviews and say it. So what does that mean? That's number one. Okay, that was the first video. The second video was my video back when I was doing videos on back it was a couple of years ago. And so they showed me the comment where the Puerto Rican guy says that he doesn't like phase. He's not feeling phase. This is what he said in his comment. So another person asks, well, why? What did Phase do to you? Why do you not like him? You have to have a reason. So nothing. And so then a person put, well, is it because he's telling the truth about the Puerto Rican contributions, or saying, or the 50-50 in hip hop? Then he says, I just don't like him. Okay. So that exactly proves my point. Okay. So no, I'm not going to hide it no more. I'm not going to say it no more. No, there are some Puerto Ricans that do not like the fact that I tell the truth of how it was. Point blank, period. That's it. They're mad because I'm putting and what I've said from the beginning. From the beginning of me doing videos, I've said the same thing over and over. I've never changed it. I'm not like other people that change it. I've been sticking to my guns and changing and never changed nothing. So that's a fact. You guys can go look at my videos from my first videos to now, and you'll see that I never changed it. And their stance is always, I don't like him. I don't like him. FaZe is fake. FaZe is a fraud. All of this stuff that these Puerto Ricans. Now, I do have Puerto Ricans that say, listen, I'm Puerto Rican myself, and I know that you're telling the truth. I know that you're telling the truth, and I salute you. I salute you. Okay, yeah, you're right. You know that's it is because I don't have no problems with them. I don't have no problems. It's just that I'm telling the truth of the creation of hip hop. I don't want to tell the truth about anything else or whatever. It doesn't matter. All I'm doing is telling them the straight up truth. So if you don't like me for telling the truth about hip hop, you know what you can get. You know, all right. I don't even have to say it on here. You know, I don't. I really don't, because that just proves my point exactly. It proves that number one thing that a lot, and I say a lot. I don't say every Puerto Rican. I say a lot. When I tell my stuff, I say a lot of Puerto Ricans. So if you happen to fit in that Puerto Rican status, then that's you. Don't you that's you. And you're proving it by saying you don't like me. What's the reason why you don't like me? Give a good reason why you don't like me. Say what I did to you or whatever I said about you, whatever that you didn't like, so you don't like me. And I guarantee you, people, that all those that won't say it or what, and they say that, they will not have not one thing to say. They won't say not one single thing. So if you mad that you have roaches in your house, sorry, I'm telling the truth. Or if you're mad that you wore high waters and a whole bunch of colors, I'm sorry. Get mad at me because what? And that's just the truth. And I'm sorry, it seems like I'm going off and everything, but it really kind of got to me, like when they sent me those videos, because people see this. People see this. People see exactly. Okay, they see these comments and they see the comments. I don't know. I don't like DJ FaZe. Why? And then there's nothing. Oh, DJ FaZe is a fraud. Why? Then there's nothing. Oh, DJ FaZe is a liar. Why? And then there's nothing. So these people that are doing it is just like they just, like for what? Like for what? You're just proving my point. And if they felt so bad about me and they didn't like me so bad, what are they doing looking at my stuff? That would be the person, one of the people like that started or whatever. And I never looked at another video of his. Never, ever. Only way I looked at it is somebody said, yo, look, this is what he said, or such. And that's it. So, I'm not gonna keep it up. I'm not gonna keep it up, but just know this. Just know this. For all the Puerto Ricans and the Jamaicans that feel like they don't like me for telling the truth, don't care. I do not care. I did not give it one iota of thought to it. And that's just it. Either you rock with me or you don't. Simple as that. That's it. All right. So now I can get into the myths, what this whole thing is all about. So the first myth is that Kool Herc created hip hop. That's the first myth. That's the first myth. All right. That Kool Herc created hip hop. Give you a perfect example. Herc cannot scratch. He cannot cut. He basically uh, got everything that he got from us. He was not a dancer or anything. He didn't dress or anything. So where is the creation that Kool Herc did? Just tell me what what uh, uh, what did he do? So okay, so they say Kool Herc did this. They say he did parties and this or whatever. Okay, let's talk about the flyer that they base the years of hip hop on. Let's base this flyer. All right. Number one thing is, and this is 100% facts. Why is there on this historic occasion, why was there only one flyer? Why? That's the first thing. Historic. Even people, if the people that was on there was on this flyer, they would keep their flyer. They would Xerox that flyer because you had Xerox back in those days. So they would keep that flyer. Why is it that there's only one in existence and it has the same thing on it? Why? Number two, how come some of the people that are on this historical flyer say they didn't even know her at the time, so they could not been at this party? How can that happen? And now listen. So this is the part that gets it really crazy about it is, so when we bring that debate up, when we bring that up and we say that, then they're so mad because of all the years that this lie was told. Now, oh my God, the person that brings up the say that this is a lie, unbelievable. It's like it's like, wow, this guy FaZe, we don't like him. We don't like him. We don't like him. And again, hey, so what? All right. So now the party that started hip hop, remember, everybody at that party would have been having to do the dance, the fashion, the everything at this one party. How did they know to come to the party and do it? Herc didn't teach you how to break dance. Herc didn't teach you how to DJ. Herc didn't teach you how to MC. So what did Herc do for this first party to become this historical thing? Tell me that. Just give me one reason. Did Herc say, okay, this is how you DJ, this is how you rock it, right? And then he stopped it and then got on the dance floor and started breakdancing. And then he got on the mic and said, yo, this da do do da 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 da. And then at the time, he had on the gear. He had on the clothing gear to do this. Because you remember, this is the historical flyer. This is the flyer that started it all. It started all hip hop. So the people that was at this party, they already knew that the breaks was going to make them break dance. and they already know that they was going to hear the stuff on the microphone, and they already knew how to dress. They already knew how to dress at this party. So if they did know that, and they did know how to break dance, and they did know how to dress, all right, where did they get that from? Where did it come from? It just is that one day they came, they said, oh, this is gonna be a hip-hop party, and we're gonna go to this party, and that's it. Nah, no. The reason why any of that happened is because of us, because of Mario. At least let people know that this is what the new thing was going to be back then, point blank, period. If you got proof to say that that's not true, send it to me. Send it to me. Or better yet, put me on a panel with you telling your truth and your thing. You do that. And at that time, I'm going to prove to you. Because, see, this is the crazy part. This is the most crazy part. When Herc's party came already, right? And you got to know this. Herc said himself that he had a mixer. Herc said it himself. He said he had a mixer for this first party. Right there off the back, you know. That's a lie. That's a lie. He said he had turntables. That's a lie. That's a lie. All right? And what was he doing on these turntables? He was bringing back the record. That's what he was doing, bringing back the record, and throwing on the next record, and throwing on it. No, that's a, see, but does it add up? And then this is the bad part about it. So now I'll bring this up. I'll say this, right? And all the haters will be saying whatever. And then later down the line, they'll be saying, oh, well, look, this is when it started, and this is what happened. And just like Charlie Rock was never saying about being on beat. He had no reason to say it. He had no reason to say it. But watching my videos, listening to everybody, and everybody saying, yo, FaZe must be on to something. He must be telling the truth. Now that's because, and that's exactly what happened with hip hop. Point blank, period. That's it. It went from what we were doing to somebody saying, oh, okay, just like her. Okay, this is the gathering that they're doing, and this is what happened. And now you could see it. You could see it. So don't get mad at me because I'm exposing it and I'm bringing it to the table. Don't get mad at me. Mario, listen, this is straight 100%. Mario always had in him the ability to take his music and share it. That was Mario. That was it. He knew how to get people to come listen to him DJ and his music. Point blank, period. And so, because of that, people were already coming to see Matt, especially in our project. People already knew what was his. When they hear the music, go run to where the music is. That's it. And so it's like, okay, so now that it's coming out, and all of these fake pioneers, all these fake creators, all of these fake people, all these fake myths, is getting debunked, what does everybody say to the person that's debunking them? I don't like DJ Faze. No, I don't like him. I don't like him. Why you don't like him? Because I just don't like him. And that's just bottom line, period, forever. That's it. Okay. So now let's go into, that's the one thing. Let's go into the 50-50, the other myth that Puerto Ricans was right there in the creation of hip hop. That's a myth. That's a myth. That's something that's made up to act like they were right there, right? Okay, so here we go with the creation again. Again. We took the music that was in our house or in our cousin's house or whatever, that our parents and cousins and aunts and uncles had in their collection. All right. That music was soul music and funk music, period. It wasn't salsa or Caribbean or any other kind of music. That music was strictly our soul music, strictly, point blank, period. It wasn't Jamaican music. It wasn't Spanish music, point blank, period. So now with the 50-50 on the music part of it, what was 50-50? I could see if it says, okay, we did the soul and we did the funk. Now, the other 50-50 would be there's Spanish music. No, we didn't have incorporate no Spanish music, right? Jamaican music. No, we didn't incorporate any Jamaican music. So where is that 50? What did they bring to the music part of it? Because they said they were 50-50. Keep it a buck. They said they were 50-50. Right? Straight out, straight. All right. So now we already just said the music part of it. And we're talking about 70 and 71. So you would know if there was a Spanish music, a popular Spanish music in our culture, we would know it. If there was a special Jamaican song in 70 and 71 that was Jamaican, we would know and we would be able to call it out and say, this was a popular Spanish record. This was a popular Jamaican record. Straight up. Okay, so that didn't happen. Straight up till this day, nobody can come up and say that this was a Spanish record and this is the Jamaican record. So, all right, so we're talking about the creation of hip hop and the 50-50, the thought of 50-50. Okay. MCing, the microphone. In the creation of the microphone of what you want to say MCing is this. Get on the mic, say shout outs or whatever, and snap. That's it. That's it. There was no rhyming. There was nothing else other than saying your name, saying your friend's name or somebody else's name, and snapping. Because the jokes were what we were emulating from Pig Meat Markham. That's it. We were selling the joke. We were trying to emulate Pig Meat Markham. Here comes the judge, and listening to the jokes, and that's what we were doing. Okay. Name one thing in 1970 and 1971 that a Puerto Rican would be joking about on us. Name one joke. Name one joke that they would be joking about, snapping on us about. Name one thing that they would be saying on the mic that would be captivating people's attention. Name one thing. And we're talking about 70 and 71. So name one thing. One, just one thing. Not asking for much. I'm not asking for 2 or 3 or 4. I'm asking for one. Okay, so that's the microphone myth of 50-50. Let's go with the dancing, right? The dancing. Now, our dances came from the generations before us. They the ones that showed us how to dance to soul music and to funk music. That's where we got our dances from. Our elders. That's where we knew how to dance. And that's what we had in our feeling. That's what's inside of us. That's our feelings. And we had that. Okay? So we already coming from the funky chicken, the bomb, the chicken, the all of that, all of those different dances that we came from, right? Name one dance that was taken from Jamaica or Puerto Rico that was done into creation of hip hop. Name one. Name one dance, just one dance, one. Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, just one. Now, this is the part, all of these researchers and all of that stuff, research what the name of this Spanish or Jamaican dance was 50-50 in creating hip hop. Name it. I'll wait. I'll be here until next year waiting, standing right here, just waiting, just sitting right here waiting. And it will never come. That answer will never, ever, 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 ever come. So what part of 50-50 are you talking about? What myth of the Puerto Ricans doing this dance? What myth of the Jamaicans that were doing this dance? Where's this dance at? Till today. Where? Show us your parents doing that dance. Show us your parents showing you how to do that dance. And that's just crazy. This is crazy. Like, this is so crazy for people to say that this is how it was happening, that it was created. And people are falling for it. And just because I definitely know, I was a part of it, and I know, and I'm saying, no, don't try it. You have no part of the creation of hip hop. What's the famous saying? I don't like Phase. I don't like Phase. Phase is a fraud. Phase is a liar. Ask them why. Ask them when they put the comments on there, oh, they don't think this or whatever. And this is another thing. And I just saw this yesterday. Yesterday, I saw this, right? They said that there were breakdance girls back then, which is true. Duchess was a female. Duchess was a female. And so at that time, right, Duchess and Bugsy and all a couple of other girls was dancing. You know, they were dancing. But this is the fact. All right. Imagine. All right. Imagine. Just like Bugsy was used to play ball. Duchess used to play ball. All right. Imagine going back to the bench after getting burnt by a female. Imagine that. Like, yo, yeah, y'all can say yeah, whatever, but I wasn't doing that. Even if I knew that I could beat her, just the mere fact that, because remember, and this is something that y'all, a lot of people don't get. When we were breaking against them and everybody, if you use one move one day and you created something the next day, that's what the thing was. So if I was rocking a move and then this female came with a move that was better than that, created it right there on the spot, she burnt me. She got me. Okay. And so you can call me a male chauvinist or whatever. No, it wasn't happening. And that's one thing. Then they said, then they said that when it first came, when burning first came out, right, that's what we used to do against the girls. Now, burning, burning was never about, just saying that you couldn't, do this or whatever. No, burning was showing your skills. That's what it was about. It was showing your skills. And so with these skills, yes, you could burn with a girl. You could show the girl, like something or whatever, and do that. So, or put your hand back or whatever, do your hair or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or go like this or something like that, or touch her on her cheek or whatever. Yeah, that's burning. But breakdancing, nah, no. I wasn't gonna, she's standing up, upright, standing, and then I just go and flip one on and do nah. And that's the difference. But going back to what the myth is, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans did not do that. They did not do it. So where was their what was their this automatic feeling of they contributed to that? No, it's not happening. No, they did not. Okay, we hit the music. Okay, we hit the microphone. Okay, we did the dancing. Okay, let's talk about the gear. Let's talk about the fashion. All right. In 1970 and in 1971, let's talk about the fashion. We already had always had a fashion sense. You could go back to the 30s, the 40s, the Harlem Renaissance, the 50s. You could go back. We always had a style of dressing. When you look at the Macs and stuff like that, pimps, all right, they had a style that was just extraordinary more than anybody because that's what they did. That's all they did. So when you see them with the hats with the feathers and all the stuff on and the rings and all that stuff, that's just a part of their fashion. That's it. When you see us with the afros and you see us with the high heeled shoes and the bell bottoms and all of that stuff earlier has always been our fashion. Simple. We were known for dressing up. We were known for having furs. We were known for being the first ones to have something. We were known. Okay, keep it 100. Keep it 100. What were the styles of Puerto Ricans in the 70s and 71? I'll say the whole 70s. The whole entire 70s. The whole entire 70s. From 70 to 80. What was the style of Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans for the whole 70s? Keep it a buck. Keep it 100. And so where was where was this thing that they gave to us to contribute 50-50? Just tell me, where was this? Now, this is the part. Now, a Puerto Rican or Jamaican will watch this video right here and be mad as hell with me. Will be mad as hell because I'm telling the truth. And you know what they say, you can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. And that's it. Read, when you look at the comments and you go back and look at other videos of me and they say, I don't like DJ Faze or whatever, look and ask why. This is why. This is why they don't like me. This right here is why they don't like me, because I'm proving and I'm showing and I'm proving that there's no such thing as 50-50. We created hip hop. There's no such thing as 50-50 talking on the mic. We did that. Fashion, everything that got to do with hip hop, we created. And that's it. So if y'all so know that y'all did this or whatever, say it. Bring it up. Bring up what they did, what you did, and what's the name of the stuff that you did that you brought 50-50. Bring it up. We are waiting. We're sitting here. You know how many times we asked the question, what was your 50-50? What was your 50? What was it? And so now that we're asking this question, and now we're tired of asking the question, we're just telling you straight up, no, y'all wasn't down, point blank, period. It's a problem. Y'all got a problem. And y'all mad. So the myths are being crushed. The myths are being crushed. We just already said about, and now this is something else. We have some of us that are haters. See, because some of us were not there. Some of us heard about it, heard about things, and was not there. And so they join along with the Puerto Ricans and the Jamaicans and everybody else that says that they contributed. That's it. And so now, because like I said, I could prove everything that I say, I could prove it. Everything that I say, I could prove it, straight up prove it. And because of that, this is what you get, this is what happens. And this is what they get. And that's it. So once again, like I said, when you see them say that they don't like me Ask them why. When they say that I'm a liar, ask them what did FaZe lie about. When they say I wasn't there, ask them how you know I wasn't there. Were you there to know that I wasn't there? Ask them. Ask them when they say it was too young. Ask them, well, were you there to see that he was too young? Ask them that. This is weird. We in 2026 right now. You can ask these questions, and you should be able to answer these questions. All those other years that we let you get by not answering the question, ain't gonna happen in 2026. Point blank. It's not. It's not. If you can show anything before 70 and 71, show it. If you can show something 70 and 71, show it. Because 2026, FaZe is not letting it ride. I'm not. I'm a spade for life. Understand that. For those that don't know, I'm a baby spade for life. I didn't get on there and say, oh no, I'm going to change and I'm going to be. No. I have people that passed away that are looking at me for the rest of my life. And that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm not going to go against the spades and join somewhere else. Not going to do it. I'm a spade for life. Do you understand what the meaning of that is? A spade for life? That's it. And you think I'm not gonna represent and show they my family. And that's it. So y'all can go ahead and say that this or whatever. Nah, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm going to continue to represent. I'm going to continue to bring out the truth, and I'm going to continue to keep my foot on all the fake ones that trying to steal our culture, our creations, point blank. All right, now I'm not going to go overboard this time, so I'm going to go back up. And I got to give my shout outs, okay? Shout out to Riri. You all see what Riri says and puts the thing out. And also Riri on that, give them the PayPal. Please give them the PayPal. So shout out to Riri. First Class Citizen, Grand Rising Cool DJ FaZe and family. First Class Citizen, definitely peace. We have China Black. She says, what's up to Riri? Peace, sis. China Black's in the building. Gotta shout her out. Okay, let's go down some. Okay. Let's go DJ Biggs. All right. He always comes in. He has nothing but positive stuff. And we honor that. We definitely appreciate that. Okay. So let's go down a little bit more. I'm ready to get to the questions. That's what I'm looking for. We did, and just like how we used to do, these are shout outs. All right. That's what we used to do on the mic. We'd be like, hey, Princess Mina, what's good? You know, hey, First Class Citizen, what's good? What's up, Riri? What's up, China Black? That's what we were doing. That's the first of what they call MCing. All right, exactly what we're doing. And that's something that we have in us. You see what I'm saying? That's something that we have in us, and that's real. Okay. All right. There go Princess Mina's here. All right. Hey, DJ Biggs. Hey, what's up? All right. Um, let's go down a little bit more because I'm dying to see these comments and these questions. Okay. China Black says they don't like me in those chats either. What they don't understand is that IDGAF, and we all know what that means. And China, I'm gonna give you a reason why they don't like you. They don't like you because number one, you know, and you were there. And so you don't lie. You don't have to lie. You're my sister. You don't have to lie. Sunshine was I mean, you know, you don't have to lie. You see what I'm saying? You know us. You know Khalif. You know Fat Mike. You know. And so this is what kills me about the people that don't like you. They don't like you because of what? Because you real. Keep it real. Okay? Freddie Black. I've been watching those videos and doing research. Common sense tells me FaZe is giving an accurate account of what happened. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you. And because of that, look at the comments that say they don't like me. Look at them. And then ask them why, Freddie. Ask them why you don't like FaZe. What did FaZe do to you for you not to like them? And you could go back. If you go back to 10 years ago, you'll go back and you'll see. They say they don't like me. Why? You know FaZe? Do you know FaZe? No. You ever seen FaZe before? No. Why do you don't like him? That's why. That's why. Okay. First class citizens, why should any of us give a rat's ass about the tether things? I only respect those who are solid. Right, right, first class citizen. And it's not that I give a rat's ass. I just try to explain to our people, our loved ones and our friends that learn to dissect why these people do what they do. And the reason they do it is number one thing is jealousy, envy, and hate and jealousy. They are so jealous of what we create. They're so envious of what we have. They're so, if they hate that that's not them. They hate that. They hate that they could not be a part of it. And they still care. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you cut your hair like us. I don't care if you go to the store and buy every piece of clothing that we got. Everything we got. The cars, everything. You go get all of that. And you still not us. You still not us. You still don't have that soul in you. You still don't have that rhythm in you. Still. So you can get every last thing that we have materialistic. You can get it, and they'll still never be us. And that's what they hate. That's what they're jealous of. Okay, so if they hate you and they're jealous of you, it's because you have it and they don't. And that's it. Plain and straight up. You have it and they don't. Okay. Here we go. Jamal around the world. What's up? Peace. What's up? Plain and simple. Hip hop is the FBA culture. Get mad. Get mad. Yes. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're getting mad because exactly what we're saying. We're saying that it's simple. It's simple. They were not there. They did not create anything. They still they get mad at me for saying this too. They can't dance. They can't. Simple. They cannot. They don't have no rhythm. They don't have our rhythm, and they can't dance. So that's a lot of reason too why they get mad at me because I say stuff like that. I don't bite my tongue. I've been snapping since I can remember. I've been snapping. Okay, so that's it. Point blank and serious. Point blank. Period. What happened to all the rappers from Jamaica and Puerto Rico? Well, that's we've been listen, Jamal around the world. We've been asking that same question. We've been asking that same question since could ask a question. we've been asked, and till this day, we are not getting the answers. So I decided for 2026, I don't even have to ask the question no more. We all of those years that they had a chance to say to bring their proof, they should have brought it because this year, nah, it's just straight lies. And if you say it, I'm gonna call you a liar straight to your face, straight up. I don't have to go in these chats and all of that stuff. No, 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 no. You come to me and you say whatever, I'm gonna say you lying straight in your face. This is it, point blank. All right, and that's just it. Okay. Let me see. Okay, first class citizen. Cool DJ Freeze. The reason why they keep watching your content is because they can't help out to hear the truth. Remember, the truth is always infectious. Oh, true. True, first class citizen. True. True. And so, like I said, they a lot of them try this. This is what they try. They try watching stuff, and just like I said with Charlie Rock, he'll watch my stuff and then go say that he's the one that said that. And that's what they do. They'll watch my stuff, go somewhere else, and say that this is what they said it. So that's what does that tell you? Okay. I see something about Cool Herc. Cool Herc had a party and kids started spinning on the floor, make 0 cents. Oh God. Oh my God. It's oh my God. It's something else. Okay. Oh, thank you, China Black, because this is something else that I saw. Okay, they say her created it, but leave out that MCs and B-boys were black Americans. Okay. First of all, Herc didn't create anything. He didn't DJ, he didn't MC, and he definitely wasn't dancing. Okay. So that part about B-boys is Bronx Tale, boy. Simple. Can't get no further than that. Bronx Tale, boy. All right. Mega Band has a question for me. And notice, I am putting up, right? I'm putting up a lot of comments, even if you didn't, because they have a thing with YouTube where the people's comments get posted and put up when they send I forget they call it. It's how they give money to it, I haven't got that set up yet, but there's a way that if they show a comment, It's because they put up some money. They did that. And so I'm showing these comments and stuff without and people are not donating. They're just, not donating. And so then when I take another hiatus, then when I come back, people are going to be saying like, "Yo, why you was away for a year and everything?" Because that's what it is. That's quite basically what it is. Okay, Mega Band said, "Question phase: Why you never post a StreamYard link to debate one on one about hip hop? Who who am I going to debate it? Lord Jamar put me. He was saying, yo, he had me and he had, I think, two other people that was going to go against anybody that you could have came. He made that debate. He made it with Fat Joe, with KRS-One, all of these people. He made it with Crazy Legs, all of that. We would have had a debate, and we would have debated and asked all of these funky questions or whatever, and had proof or whatever. And nobody showed up. Nobody. Nobody took that challenge. Nobody. Everybody saw it. KRS saw it. Fat Joe saw it. Busta Rhymes saw it. Crazy Legs saw it. All of them saw the challenge. All of them saw the challenge. And not one of them accepted the challenge. So who are we gonna debate? Who am I gonna debate? Just name the persons that are gonna come in and debate me. All right? You don't have to, I don't have to put a link. I don't have to do that. Tell me you want to debate me, whoever it is, and I'll debate them right there on the back. Fact for fact. Simple. Gotta go through all of that. Simple. Okay, Renee LaRock is in the building. Renee LaRock says, Freddie Black, Kirk had a fake indoor block party with no real DJ equipment. There's your answer right there. There is your answer right there. Okay? Simple. Renee LaRock, peace. Okay? All right. So now we got that. Freddie Black says, Kool Herc saw what was going on and capitalized on it. Makes more sense. Exactly. Exactly, Freddie. Exactly. And so now that we're exposing that what he capitalized on, we're getting throwback. We're getting feedback. And so all of us that are telling the truth they're saying we're liars, we're frauds, we were too young, we everything that you could come up with, they're saying, but can't prove not a one thing. Can't prove not one thing. Simple. Okay, exactly how did those lies fly? DJ Big says, well, the lies fly like this. I said it a couple of times. When people like okay, there's always people that are tougher than each other. There's always people that have more coolness to each other. There's always that, right? So especially 70 and 71, coolness was judged on, basically what the pink people labeled us as being. They labeled us as being barbarians, as thieves, as killers, and they still do it till this day. We're really, that's how we are. And the deeper that you get into the hood, the more of these barbarians and these more of these criminals are supposed to exist. So back in the 70s, where Herc's building was, his building, and it lasts for a long time. It's still, people that are more fortunate than others live in that building. But their building was considered rich by the standards of who we are. And so it was more uh, uh, more safer to explore that those people, the people that weren't really known to be gangsters or criminals or anything. And so by getting interviews and being thought as of those people will tell you what they heard or what not necessarily what they seen, what they heard. That's just like when MTV came on or when Good Times came on or Soul Train came on, the Jeffersons came on. All of these things people could watch on TV and say that this is how it's going. So if you watch Soul Train, you could some people that never been outside, that never went to a jam or anything, could watch Soul Train and say, "Oh, this is what they do. They do the funky robot. They do this, or whatever." And this is how we dress, and this is how we dress. But in the Bronx and Manhattan and in New York, I just say whole New York. When we saw Soul Train, we were like, that's old. Those fashions are old. That dance is old. You know, that's something that is old. But to the person that doesn't know, that's new. And so that's how the lie got around because they got it from secondhand smoke, point blank. Okay. What time is see people? You see what time it is, right? Okay. Wow. Look, this okay. All right. So let's go again. Let's say this again. So people, listen, I did this today because number one, people sent me the two videos. And I think I just had to clarify it. And I hope that I did clarify it. Another thing is that I actually found out that I'm shadow banned. And that's just like Boostetto. He's shadow banned. He is. And just like they tried to shadow ban Tariq Nasheed for that movie, Microphone Check. There was so many people that tried not to let him show the movie. There were so many people that told him that he couldn't do the movie and all kinds of stuff because they don't want this me telling the truth stops a lot of people's money, and that's just period. It stops a lot of people's money. All of those people that were getting money and funded by lies, by me exposing them, their money is slowing down, and that's it. So rather than their money slow down, they'll slow me down. They'll not show my broadcast to a great amount of people. I looked at my earlier stuff, and when I didn't even have that many people, that didn't have that many people, and I would be getting 10,000 views and 20,000 views and 30,000 views and 15K likes and all kinds of stuff. But once I started getting, I guess, in the algorithm, or started people started like looking for me and saying, oh man, we want to hear the truth, then everything started getting going down, 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 as far as views and likes. So, and then a lot of people say to me, yo, you was on, did you go on? I didn't see you go on. And that's real. That's 100% real. Like there's a couple of videos that they took off. They took off. Right now, it's saying how many people is in here or whatever. But at a time, one time I saw that I had like about 200 or 300 people in the live. And then when it come to off, I only had like maybe 200 of views or 100 views or whatever. And I know that's just impossible. So people just know that if I wasn't telling the truth, they wouldn't have to do that. They wouldn't. So what I'm saying is the truth, and because I'm bringing it out to the forefront, it's stopping a lot of people's paper, and that's just it. So what we can do is make my stream yard more liable, like make it more. And in order to do that, you guys got to support me. You have to, so we can do these things, so we can get into the algorithm again, and we can, put out to more, invite more people and do more things and stuff, and have, because I would love to be able to show you guys pictures and show you guys stuff, that happened. And I can't do that because I don't. It's not sponsored enough. A lot of times you go to, and I just found this out the other day too. A lot of these big, broadcasters and stuff, they're sponsored. They get donations. They get all of that. FaZe is doing this on self. I am. I'm doing this on self. So when I ask for your support, I'm not asking for $1 million. I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for you to support so we could get it popping. So we could do the pictures. We could do everything that we need to do and get this out and stop these lies, stop these myths. That's all I'm asking for. Let's stop it. All right, I'm gonna take a couple more because I went really over. Okay, now look at China Black, first class citizen. Herc even said that index card was fake at the time. He didn't even know some people's whose name was on it. Okay, so now back to what we were saying about how the lies continue. So now the pink people, I'm just gonna put it out there. They took this lie, just like when Christopher Columbus discovered America. They took this lie and profited on it. They profited. Look at all the stuff of when they said it was the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and all the stuff that they profit, the magazines and the books and the wear and all the things that they profit off of this lie. And so now someone like me, a baby spade like me, comes and say, yo, that ain't what happened. that stops them. And that's what's happening. Okay. All right, people. I'm gonna, oh my God, there's so much, there's so much. Okay. Okay. So I think this is one of the haters. Faye, cite one book, documentary, or anything that proves you were a notable DJ in New York City. So that's what this guy, he's going, boop. He is out of there. He's out of there. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. These people are trying their best to stop the truth from coming out. And they're so busy of seeing stuff, but just like I said, just like seeing Soul Train or seeing MTV or seeing, these things. And that's what First Class Citizen said it best. First Class Citizen said it best. Who's this clown? And so that they'll go, like I said, they're the ones that's here. They're here. They're here. They have 100 different names. They have 1,000,000 different names of who they're supposed to be. And they come in on everything that I do, every single thing I do. And they'll listen to everything thing I do. And that just proves to you guys, it proves to you guys what they do and how they do it and why they were able for this long to take away our culture, our creations. Perfect example. All right. So don't let these fake fraud wannabe doodle boys and have try their best to get in here and stop the truth. All right. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay, let's look at this Todd J. Cindy came to Dale, saw how they got down, told Herc, revamped his craft, then started the next wave of parties, as told by Blade TCL, that verified DJ Faye's story. There you go. There you go. There you go. And so this is why, I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. I mean, I know the truth. I know what I was. I witnessed this. I know, and so it's just a matter of me telling people that don't know the truth. That's it. And how am I doing that? By doing these lives, doing these interviews. Um, like I said, there are people in Australia and Africa. I'll show you the text. I wish I could show it to you now. In China and Japan, or all of these different places asking me how would they get me out there to talk and tell. So something must be, really, really happening for them to reach out to me and say it. You see all the time where people say, "Hey, salute from this place, from Paris or wherever they saluting from." So imagine all of these people that are seeing it, but yet and still my numbers are staying low, right? Does that make sense to you guys? No, it doesn't. And that's it, because they want me to say, okay, no, look, and nobody's listening. Let me just get out of here. That's not gonna happen. Okay, I gotta put this one up because it looks like it's gonna be juicy. First class citizen tells Princess China Black. Remember when Jammers first came to US, they dressed like third worlders and wore clothes that didn't match. My cousins will even say they talk funny. Exactly. And you know, just imagine if Herc was in Jamaica all his life, and whenever he came to New York, he had to have an accent. He had to. The same thing goes with Puerto Ricans. When Puerto Ricans come, their native language is Spanish. It's Spanish. So you had to come here to learn English. Does that make sense? Doesn't that make sense? So when you they're gonna get mad at me again. But so when you got on the microphone and we was rocking, you was going, make a laka, make a laka, make a laka, make a laka, 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 make laka, make a laka, make a laka. And so, I know I'm just joking. I'm just, or whatever, because like I told you guys before, when we were kids and we thought we was saying some Spanish stuff, we heard people talking Spanish, we would go, "Makalaka, malaka, makalaka." And then also everything was O at the end of it. If you put an O, it was Spanish. So, so if you go upstairs O, or you look at the book O, or you had a macho, or those were pants O's, or anything. And you guys, come on, you older guys, you know that I'm telling the truth. That's what we did. But now we knew all the curse words. We knew all the curse words. I can still to this day say all the curse words and stuff. And like I caramba, like and all of that stuff we learned as kids because that was the Spanish that they were saying. You see what I'm saying? And so it makes no sense to say that they would have brought 50-50 their language, or they would have brought 50-50 their music, or they would have 50-50 their clothing, their DJ and their music. And so that's why it hurts for them to find out, that we're not going for that. We're not. That's just it. You're not gonna. You can say whatever you want to say, but it's a lie. It's a lie. One last thing, and then I'm gonna go. I'm out of here. I stayed way too long. China Black says they know they copied our fashion style. That's why not one of them will show pics from their family photo albums in the '60s, early '70s before they hung around us. Perfect. 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 Okay, so let me find Riri's thing and put Riri's stuff up here. Where you at, Riri? Where you at? There she go. Okay, all right. So now, listen. This is 100% straight up. I want to go on tomorrow and go into detail of how it started evolving. I want to show who were the people that brought it and made it grow, you know, and how did it grow? Where did it grow? What did it start becoming? And I want to do that tomorrow. I want to do it tomorrow. I remember I said that I was going to only be on 5 days a week, but I'm only going to be going on one time a day now. I'm not going to do 2 times a day, but I'm gonna for this series. I actually wanna be able to go on a little bit more than that I was scheduled to go on to. So, with that being said, it doesn't take anything to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the share button. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to say too is I have to learn how to share the things. If you guys know how to share it, um, please share it. Please share these videos. I know that the comments, once I come out of this, then these comments don't show up in YouTube. There has to be more comments as they watch it on YouTube. So share it so these guys will know that it's there. And as far as the the Cash App and the PayPal, just there's nothing to do. Like I mean, you guys go buy different things every day. So it should be nothing to put a few ones and twos in the Cash App or the PayPal so that we can keep this going. Okay, so I'll say it one more time. I really want to come on tomorrow and discuss a lot of things of how it spread and it evolved and grew. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be able to do that if I look again and there's nothing in the Cash App or and there's nothing in the PayPal. I'm not going to do it. Okay, so there's the information. I'm looking at people. People are coming in. People are actually coming in. Oh, see. Now this is what I'm talking about. Now, see, ill one says, Here, I gotta put it up. I gotta put it up. Okay. So now look, ill one says, Phase, I just cash app you again. I'll see you next month on the donation. See now, and he's been like consistent with it. He's been, and so why is it that he understands what's going on, but other people don't? You know, he does. People don't understand, and I'm glad that he does it. He says some comments and everything, and so it will be wrong for me, right, in a sense, to say, okay, he did that. His thing is going up there. We're going to talk about what he says, but I don't want to do that. So, guys, step up. Step up. We cannot be in that bad a position that we can't support our brothers, each other. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Um, I'm not gonna put that up there. I'm just not. Uh, okay, let's see what this one is. I know, guys. See, I have so much fun with you guys. I mean, I really do. I have so much fun with you guys, and I can stay here forever. Honestly, I could tell stories and prove this forever, but I just can't. Um, Jay Curtis, 3636 says, just realize it's 50-50 for them, meaning 50%. The time they practice their foreign island culture with their family, other 50% of the time when they want to be down or cool, they partake in FBA culture. And that's so true. And no, they should have another 50 cent on hating on us and another 50% for being jealous and envious of us and another 50% of trying to talk about us. So they got a lot of 50%. A lot of them, and it's true. It's true. When you look at when they say that, when they do, just think about it, people. When they get mad and they say something about us, or they say, "Oh, just prove to say this or whatever," right? Let's ask them, is that the only way that you would know something is if you read a book or you saw a flyer or anything? Is that the only way you know something? So when you ask people that were actually there and they say it, because there's so many things that I've done from then to now, like so many things that I've done. And so, and there's so many people that say, "Yo, Phase, yes, we're definitely showing that this is exactly what." Just the other day, like I said, I was so proud of China Black for putting it up there with Cool D said, and I was so happy, and everything, because that's proof. That's it, and so, these one guys that come in and they want to, all right. And she, okay, now, yes, Marvin, that's what I was looking for. Monetize, right? And there's a way to monetize your channel, and I haven't done that. I have not done that. So I'm working with someone, Riri, actually, to start doing some of those things, and and a couple of other people on my team, because I'm building up a team, people. So if you want to be on my team, just send us some messages or whatever, because we're building up a team. 2026 is going to be woo, woo, woo. Okay. Okay, look at what Princess said. Facts, Phase. The debate challenge was set and nobody accepted. The trolls just want to comment. Exactly. Exactly. So the debate was already set and the challenge was already set and nobody accepted it. Now, this is the whole thing. If they were so interested in saying that I was wrong or whatever, so interested, they would bring their proof and debate and accept the challenge. Now, Fat Joe didn't accept it. He was one and he saw it. His people even said in the comments that they just was talking to Fat Joe and he saw it. Crazy Legs saw it. He saw it. Busta Rhymes saw it. He saw it. Cool Herc saw it. He saw it. Flash, Grandmaster Flash saw it. He saw it. Now, this was a challenge. This was a debate. Like, sit down and talk and give your evidence. Give your evidence, because we had our evidence. Lord Jamar was calling me every day saying, "Yo, yo, we're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him." And I said, "Yo, I got this, I got this, I got this." And Lord Jamar was calling me every day. He was like, "Yo, we gonna get him." And then I would be calling him, "Yo, did anybody accept? Did anybody accept?" No, nobody accept yet. Oh man, okay, I'm dig some more. I'm dig some more. I was going to my mom's house and getting stuff and records and everything and clothing and everything. I was, oh my God, was I ready? I was ready to have it right there, right there. The equipment, everything, right there. I was ready. and nobody took the challenge. We just knew that Busta Rhymes, after talking all the stuff that Busta Rhymes was saying, that he was going to accept it. We was just so sure that Fat Joe, after saying all of the stuff that he said, that he was going to accept it, and nobody accepted it. Right, Princess? Right, Princess? Nobody accepted it. Nobody accepted the challenge. So that's what it is. Okay, look. And now see, was I lying? Was I lying? Lee Ann Cooper, peace from Australia. Peace. I don't know what my Australian accent would be, but okay, but peace. Okay. And so do you see what I'm talking about? Now this lady is in Australia. She's in Australia. Okay. So this is something around the world, around the world. And so, yes, the haters come and look and said, like, I just threw it up. Right. And it's from all over the world. And so now they look at me and say, hold up, no, now, FaZe is getting too, FaZe is letting this truth come out too much now. We gotta stop him. Let's send some agents to downplay him, to discredit him or whatever. But it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Hi, Australia. Hi, Australia. It's not gonna work. I know I keep on saying it. I'm not gonna do this, but oh my God. It's just you guys are look at you guys. You guys are coming. They're coming. Okay, Mansa Musa, 2010. If the roles were reversed, the Puerto Ricans created hip hop, we would never hear the end of it. Is that the truth? Is that the truth? But when you say that, it makes me think, can anybody say what we wanted to be anything Puerto Rican? Like, can anybody come up with something? Did we want to dress like them? Did we want their music? Did we want to talk like them? Did we want to dance like them? I mean, I just want to know, because I can honestly say none of the above for me. Never. I always loved us. I always loved our swag. I always loved the way we talk. I always loved the way we dress. I always loved our music. I always loved the way we danced. Just always did. I never, ever wanted to be anything other than what I am. Never. Okay. China Black says, good morning to you, Australia. See? Right, China Black? Right? See? Okay. Oh, God. Let's see. This is it. Yeah, DJ Big says it. Look what DJ Big says. KRS and Crazy Legs, of course, they would not, because they are part of the problem of the lies. So I don't have to say it anymore. I don't have to say it. You guys know. You guys know the real deal. Y'all know. And so that's why they hating me. They're hating me. Please, guys, when the next time, I know some of you do already. Oops, let me go back up there. Please, guys, when you look on the comments and they say something like, they don't like me, or that I'm lying, or approve of this or whatever, ask them. Just please, when they comment, ask them. Okay. Phase being this princess. Phase being consistent and people liking and engagement will get you out of being shadow banned. Oh, really? Okay. Well, thank you, princess. So it's there it is. All right, there it is. So we gotta share and we gotta like and we gotta subscribe because I've noticed also too that a lot of people come on and they're not really subscribed. Why? Why isn't it that you would subscribe to the channel? Like, why wouldn't you subscribe to the channel? You understand? So that's a good question, you know. Okay, so now I know that. All right. All right. All right, so that's it. That's it. Mega Ban has been banned and their comments were removed. Ah! So I wonder what he's gonna come back as. So Mega Ban was banned, he was blocked and removed. So I wonder what he's gonna come back as. See, because they always they got a lot of different names. So I wonder what he's gonna come back as this time because we got him out of there. He's out of there. Okay, so now he'll be back as something else because those are the ones, like I said, those are the ones that are doing what I said that they're doing. That's what. Okay, I haven't read this one yet, but it looks like a question. I see some question marks. So Isaiah White says, Phase, they said Kool Herc was the first to extend the breaks and play specifically the breaks. Was any other DJ in the early 70s that was extending and playing specifically the breaks? Whew. I guess you're new to my channel. I guess you're new. But that was the creation of hip hop. And Herc was not the creation of hip hop. Okay. I'll put Smokey before I put Herc. I'll put Smokey before I put Herc. So yes, that's all we did. That's all that's all the break dancing started off of. That's all we did was do the breaks. And the only person that allowed us to play these breaks was Mario. Okay. And see, that's another thing that people do not get. He was never DJ Mario. He was never at. He didn't have that in front of his name. So people got it mixed up. They don't know. He was Mario. Mario's playing in the carriage room. Mario's playing in the lollipop. Mario's playing in the big park. Mario's playing in the first section. Mario's playing in the second. Mario's playing in the third section. Mario's playing at 123. Then he took the name Disco King Mario. And then that was his name, Disco King Mario. So all of those pioneers And all of those people that say, when they talk about the creation of hip hop, they say, oh, Disco King Mario. Nah, you ain't even know. You ain't even know. Disco King came years later. Years. Too much information. But yes, we, we, Black Spades, Mario, Little Rascals, Baby Spades were definitely extending the breaks in 70 and 71 before Herc was even thought about. Simple. Go Gadgets, what's up? I haven't seen you all day. Okay. Being real, it would be impossible for Herc to create hip hop himself or for a genre of music to have an exact birthday. But it does. Go Gadget, it does. It has an actual birth date. Okay. I've said it before. I've said it before. The exact date. Now, this is why we call it the exact date. Because in 1970, that was not the complete package of what it became. Okay. And you have to get my book to know exactly what I'm talking about that. But in 1970, it wasn't the complete package. There was things, the creation of it, but it wasn't the complete package due to what was available. So that's all I can say is just due to what was available. July 7th, 1971, July 5th, 6th, and 7th was one of the hottest days in Bronx history. Say it again. July 7th, 1971 was on record was one of the hottest days in Bronx, New York history. And everybody, I can really say everybody was outside. Every fire hydrant, every water balloon, every water gun, every icy, every anything cold was outside on July 7th, 1971. And that's why my events are always the last Saturday in July. That's when my tributes are, the last Saturday in July. Because that hot day was the first time that everybody in that project and surrounding area could hear for the first time what we were already doing from 1970. And that's it. So that's the exact birth date that it came out of the carriage room, that it came out of in front of the building, and it was able to be broadcast. And that's the day. So for all of those that don't know that there was an exact date, that's the exact date. Now, did it just get a little bit expand? Everything expands. Everything expands. But just like anything else, any other invention, anything else, there was a date that it came from whoever invented it to introduce it. So the person could have invented it years before, but the day that he showed his invention is the exact birth date. And that's just it. So the exact birth date for hip hop as we know it is July 7th, 1971. Now, this is something, listen, watch now that I'm saying this, and everybody that's here can witness this. Watch how that date spreads like wildfire. Watch how that date now will be something that was said. Now, a lot of people have never heard that date before, never heard of it. But watch now how it goes. Marvin, oh my God! See what look. See, see what Marvin says. See, see, see what first class citizen says. See. Okay. So now look. Okay, now look, y'all. Remember, I said that it was going to come back with another name, right? Look. Look. So everybody see this? Does everybody see this? You see this? You see this, right? Look at this person and look what this person said. Look. And now, so I shouldn't laugh at that. I shouldn't laugh. Should I not laugh? Are you guys laughing at this? Are you guys laughing at this person? Are you laughing at him? Let's laugh at this person. Let's show this person, right, how stupid they sound. Let's show them. Come on in the comments. I put it. That's why I put it up on the thing. So let's see my supporters and everything. Tell this person right here how stupid he sounds right now. Let's do that. Let's all do that before I ban him, before I block him. So he has to get another name and another name and another name. Okay. So let's do that, people. I'm gonna go down to the thing, and I want everybody. Marvin, first class citizen, China Black, everybody. Let's go in on this person. Go Gadget, Princess, Renee LaRock, DJ Biggs, all. Let's go. Ill One. let's all look at this on the side. Look on the screen, and let's get this guy's name right, and let's go off on him. Let's go off on him and show him what happens. This is what happens. Okay. So we know why. We know that you're jealous. We know that you're envious. We know that you can't handle the truth. We know that you want to be us so bad. We know that you want to have a little bit to just be a part of. We know this. Everybody knows this. Okay. So I'm gonna read some of the comments and then I'm gonna block him because I want him to see the comments. I want him to see the comments. Okay. So let's go. Let's go. Oh man, he's way. Patreon. Yes, Patreon. Okay, let me see. Uh, they had Menudo. Remember Menudo? Oh God. Okay. I don't see nothing. Maybe it's that far down. But you guys, are you doing this? Right. Okay. Marvin says racist. What a insult. Um, Loser. Okay. Here we go. Now we cooking. Now we cooking. Okay. So can you see this, loser? All right. So let's do it. Okay. Let's start with Marvin. Okay, racist. What an insult. Okay, all right. Look at DJ Biggs. DJ Biggs, that's what he said. Slimia, how can FaZe be a racist when he is telling the truth? Truth when it hurts is not racist, it's you problem. Exactly. So did you read that, Sling guy or whatever? Did you read that? Did you read it? Okay. Oh, look at Go Go Gadget. All right. Loser. Okay. Look at Riri. Look at Riri. All right. You're embarrassing yourself. Exactly. People are looking at you and say you're embarrassing yourself. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Princess says they can't take snaps. They can't. They can't take the snaps. They can't take the truth. They can't take it. Okay. They can't take it. All right. All right. So I'm loving this. Like I'm really loving this. Okay. Oh God. Oh my God. He'll be all right. Man names himself Salim. Okay, so let's go back up and find it. I don't even know where it's at. Let me go back up because I'm gonna block him right now. I'm gonna block him right now. Okay, here he is. Okay, so we'll see you when you're in your next name. We'll see you on your next name. Okay. So there you go. Okay. Okay, so that's it. All right. So listen, you guys, I see you guys is doing well. Doing well today. You're doing well. I don't know. So that means uh, that I am definitely going to be back tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be really intense because I'm going to tell you how it was like actually spread. And so for all of those people that said that they brought it this place and they brought it, I'm going to prove that that's impossible. I'm going to prove it. So I know you guys is watching a lot of other stuff and you hearing all this stuff that they're saying and this fake stuff and everything. But remember, I told you guys 2026 is exposure year. They're gonna be exposed. So many people that were spreading the lies and keep on lying. They're gonna be exposed. All right. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. I love you guys, and I will definitely see you guys tomorrow.